Hi everyone, this is Tina from Pink Rose Healing with my Steffies having a snooze. This one over here as well. So I'm here today to talk to you about boundaries in our life and how they occur without us knowing. So as many of you know, I'm opening up a clinic in Cheltenham, Victoria very soon, less than a month away. And I've had some very interesting 3 weeks, to say the least. And what Henderson's is snoring with his eyes open. It's not creepy at all, dude. Um, what I've noticed is how boundaries can really fall around our lives when we're not careful and we're not being aware. So my experiences has been allowing the ego to set boundaries in my life. So when you do open a clinic up, there is numbers you have to deal with, and you have to figure out what you have to earn to pay rent, this, that. And I'm not used to, I guess, having to figure these things out because I've always just allowed things to come to flow. But when you open a business up, obviously in reality you need to set what needs to come in and what needs to, your outgoings, this and that. So I started overthinking things. I started worrying. I started thinking worrying about money and saying to the universe, I need this amount of clients and this and that, being really, really demanding. And all of a sudden I was really quiet at my home business for 3 weeks, and I was getting really moody, really agitated. And I'm like, what's going on? I need to save for my business. And I started freaking out, this, that. And then my poor partner just, I love him to bits. Wasn't myself at all. And I spoke to my mentor. I'm like, something's going on, I have no idea. And she's like, well, where's your head at? Where's your heart space at? I'm like, my head's up in the clouds. My heart, oh my gosh, my heart space. I always come from a space of love. In my business, I've always been like, what will be, will be. What can I give out to my clients? That is a heart space of love. Instead, I was going, I need clients to pay my rent. Tina, what is that? And I'm human, so it happens to everyone. And I just realized, well, I just allowed ego to manipulate me and, take over my love. And I don't like that. So I learned in 3 weeks what can happen. Your life actually can change quite rapidly. I went from, a busy business to quiet 3 weeks to, open a clinic in a month and not having any flow come in. And it's because I was in control of that. It was me. I was stopping my own abundance because I was coming from a negative space. When you begin to be greedy and you think about the coin only and material things, especially as a holistic facilitator, you're going to attract the wrong clients. You're going to attract the wrong people in your life, and you're not going to attract anything at all, which happened to me. So it's either of the three. So the last one was mine. And it was scary because it's you've got all these things going in your head, and then plus that, and it's amazing. I've never had ego kind of control me before, and I do not like it. You become a very different person, and your love in life kind of vanishes. So, obviously I had to go through this to learn it, and I'm happy I did because I'll never do that again. And I get to share my experiences with you. So, dude. It's snoring away. You're so cute. Yes, you are. So what I'm saying is, as soon as you find you have boundaries in your life, you start thinking, only this big instead of thinking infinitely. Check in with your ego. Be hey man, what's going on up there? And if you're focusing on the worrying, the stresses of money and what I'm going to do here, this, that, and you're not allowing the flow in, allow yourself to be centered and come back to a loving thought. So remember why you do what you do. Remember, the love you give out to the world, and this have loving thoughts, because that will center you and remind you and ground you of why you're here, and not to focus on the material things and money, because that will come with the energy that you send out to the world. Okay, and the more you trust that, the more it will happen. as soon as I switched back to my loving self, my phone wouldn't stop. And that's the honest truth, because I went through what I needed to learn and I learnt it, and the universe is like, good stuff, there you go. So I'm here to share this with you, okay? When you're having a bad sorry, snoring so well. When you're having a bad day and you start thinking negatively, please come back to your heart center. Love does conquer all, okay? And, you know, the more you understand that and the more you give love out to the world, the more will come back your way. It's just a universal law, okay? So what you send out to the world, you receive. And you receive it twice as much. And that's not, you know, being ego. That's just how it is. The more love you send out, the more love you're going to get back. And we're just gonna keep sending love out. Everything's an energy exchange, okay? So it's not important to say, like, I'm gonna get this money. It's like, it's just an energy exchange, and that's how I've always been, except for those 3 weeks. And it was a very interesting turn. So this is me being honest, and this is me giving a lesson for you guys to know, because every lesson I go through, I'm here to share it. We're humans and we're in this together, eh? So if you have any questions about the ego, this is very brief, but you know, email me, happy to chat. So news. Samantha and I are doing a art intuitive workshop in October at the new Cheltenham Clinic. This is going to be really, really cool. We're going to do a guided meditation to the white light, and we're going to paint what we see in our visit up to the universe, back home really. So it's going to be really fun. So if you're interested in that, email me or post a comment below. Of course, follow my Facebook and Instagram, because I will be putting up information there. And that's about it for today. Thank you for watching and listening to my gorgeous snoring stuffies, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.